Today's how to build is on a punk rock robot with a giant mohawk. So a comment I get a lot on how to build videos is that I use a lot of old pieces or pieces that are hard to come by, and that it's hard to make the things that I show how to build. So I wanted to focus this how to build on using just the pieces from a recent released Lego set to build something cool. So all the pieces for the model you see today can be found in the Legends of Chima set, Razcal's glider. It's number 70000, 70,000. And it's a relatively inexpensive set, so that's where you can get all the pieces to build this punk rock robot. So another request I've gotten in these how to builds is to pause a moment to show you all the pieces that you'll need before actually building with them, so that if someone wants to stop and find everything, they can go do that. So I'm going to do that in between each step, so here's a screen to stop and pause on, and I won't explain them as they go forward. So 2x4 black plate, 1x2 gray plate with a thing sticking up. The colors and plates here are not necessarily things I chose. This is a 2x2 brown plate. It was just what was in the set and what I had left when I was working on the feet. 2 red 1x1 translucence plates on the front. 2x4 dark red plate. For the back here, we're going to do corner plate in light gray. Purple cheese slope pointing forward. This 1x2 tile is what comes in the set. And then this downward curvy piece. And then a 1x3 plate over that. And then gonna actually do this 1x2 brick with the 2 studs hanging out, going that way. And then this piece, this weird Technic piece will also have the stuff going out that way. It's got like pants with tassels on them or something. I don't know. Another moment to pause and collect pieces here for you. Okay, so 2x4 black plate, 1x2 plate in gray with something coming off the end. This one happens to have 2 clips. 2x2 brown, 2 red translucent 1x1 studs, 2x4 plate in dark red, corner plate going towards the back, curvy slope, purple cheese slope, crazy 1x2 tile, 1x3 plate. Then again, stick the 1x2 brick going that way, stick this Technic piece going that way, and then to combine our 2 big thick leg feet here, I'm gonna have one of these upward boat pieces is what I'm gonna call it, and 2x2 brick in the middle. Then flip it over and connect our legs. So they won't be able to move around a whole lot, but thought it looked kind of cool. We'll put the legs aside and move on upward. Pause for a moment. Here's another sort of upward boat piece, or like a bottom of a black alligator's mouth. 1x2 plate. 1x2 Technic brick, Technic half pin, put that down here, turn this around for a second. This 1x2 plate with sort of a 1x2 plate coming off of it on the side, I think that's a new piece. I don't really have that many of them at least. And then a 1x4 plate with a sort of droopy nose handle hanging off. 2 of those. Put on some shoulder pads, or So I like to call them cheese graters, you know, shallow 1x2 slopes. You can call them whatever you want. Then for sort of the chest here, take these tiny wing plates, cover them in black jumper plates, and you can't blame me for using too many jumper plates this time because that's what comes in the set. 1x3 plate here, and finish it off with a nice little cool button. Put it on like so. Last thing to make the torso look even more cool and punk rocky, take this long chain here, twist it around the back, up to the front. As we put more pieces on, you might want to move it around a little bit, but this is pretty good and cool for now. Take a moment to pause. Alright, for the tail, use this cool 1x2 plate with sort of 3 little bars coming off of it. Connect a robot arm like so. Actually, yeah, like so. And then this big gray beaky piece into there, and then that'll go on the back. Now let's actually take a moment to connect the torso to the legs really quickly. So this gray half pin is not going to be the sturdiest connection here, but using just the pieces in the set, it's what I had to go with. So then the legs can shift a little bit. He's got a tail that he can put down to keep him stabilized. Or she. Robots don't really have genders, so put that robot back there for a minute, and then we'll continue working on pieces. An unorthodox Lego technique here. We're going to use put the clip into the hole here. It's not a perfect connection, a little wobbly, but pretty good. And then we're going to take the last robot arm and do a similar unorthodox connection that way. But that makes a nice curvy arm. And then we're going to put this down and put some spikes into the back of the arm to make it more punk rock. So that's one arm, and then do the same thing, that, and then just put the thorns in again. We have 2 arms. Then we're going to put these on the back here. So looking at the back of the robot, we've got those nice little places for the arm to go. And do them both like this, and then he'll just be like a robot that puts his hands on his hips. If you want to switch the direction of one of these so it points up towards his head, then you'll just want to switch the side that the horns are on. And do it like so. I like that because then he'll be able to fix his giant mohawk with his hand, you know, like you do when you're a punk rock robot. So now on to the head. Little unorthodox way you're going to build this. Take these 2 1x2 Technic bricks. Connect them together with this thingamabobber, 2x2 curvy downward slope. Turn it up, put a 1x2 dark gray plate there, put a black jumper down here, then put 4 red translucent studs there on 2 stacks of 2 to be the robot eyes. Now for the head, we're going to take this sort of black droid body here. Stick that on, and then going to attach 4 different robot arms to its 4 connection points. And I'm going to pull that one, as maybe alternate them like that. And then going to put these wing pieces, which will be the spiky mohawk hair, into each of them. And last step will be to do some styling when we get this head on the body. So the last step is to put the head onto the body. Make sure you've got the chain where you want it, and then adjust the hair. So, you know, depending on how you want the mohawk to look, you could make it sort of a straight back thingamajig. I think it looks best when each of the wings has sort of a tiny bit of overlap with one other wing, and then they sort of make 4 big points. Very Sonic the Hedgehog spininess, or just, you know, really intense mohawkness. I like to twist the head a little bit on that jumper plate that's looking off to the side, and then put this one arm up to be grabbing the hair and the other arm resting on the hip. And there you've got your punk rock robot.